Listen to the show.
We have Allison Harvey, Melissa Mansfield Baker, Tracy Giteau, Richard White, Michael Jones, Courtney Dillard, and Anquan Ramaz. Now, the following celebrities that are celebrating birthdays today, we have Kelly Clarkson. She is 36. Jordan Fisher, he's 24. We have Barbara Streisand. She's 76. Cedric the Entertainer is 54. And Chipper Jones is 46. And finally, Shirley MacLaine is 84. So if you happen to be celebrating a birthday today, I just want to wish you a very happy birthday. I hope that you are out there celebrating how you want to celebrate. And I do wish you many, many more birthdays to come. So enjoy your special day. Have a great time celebrating. Amen? Amen. All right. Now, let's see. Want to go ahead and let you know about my social media handles. I have a Facebook fan page, also a Facebook group page. It is entitled Faith Walk with Joyce White. Also, you can find me on Twitter under Faith Walk W Joyce, and my Instagram handle is jlee48, and we spell Jaylee, Jaylee, and the number 48. Amen. Amen. All right. Now, let's see. Let me go ahead and let you know that the Faith Walk with Joyce White show is rebroadcast on two different internet radio stations. We first have Blaze One Radio. All you have to do is go to www.blaze1radio.com, and you just click on the shows tab so you can listen anytime. Or you can also listen on Sundays at 8 a.m. to tonight's broadcast, in fact, if you want to re-listen. And also, I am if I can get the word out, rebroadcast on positivepower21.org and also Spreaker.com, so you can catch tonight's broadcast on there as well. And speaking of positivepower21.org, tonight, my first guest is, well, I should say returning guest, is none other than Jerry Royce, who is the director, founder, and owner of Positive Power 21, Christian Media, LLC, and a whole lot of other stuff he's going to fill us in on in a few minutes. So let us welcome the one, the only, Jerry Royce live.
Hey. What's up, family? What's up, Joyce White, the Faith Walker?
Hey.
How you doing?
Nothing.
Playing radio?
I haven't heard your voice in a minute.
Yeah, because you don't stay up late and hang out with us on Friday nights.
Well, no. I'm there on Saturday morning, though, at 10 a.m.
Yeah, I see you. Yeah, I saw you. I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it awesome? That's an awesome platform. I must say so myself.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Brothers doing their thing.
It sure is.
That's right.
In fact, the whole station itself is extraordinary.
Thank you.
I just want you to start out by, telling the listeners a little bit more about Positive Power 21 Christian Media, LLC.
All right.
What it's all about.
Well, first, thank you so much for having me on the Faith Walk with Joyce White. That's right.
You're welcome.
And also, I want to give praise to our mighty Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Thank him for allowing us to be part of this beautiful thing called radio. All right. Guess where I start? This is where I guess I can start with. We are a radio station. We host a number of different programs through other radio stations as well as podcasters, as you know. And we also have our own host of podcasters, and where we produce various shows. I'm under management, and which is a good thing because that means I don't have to do everything. Also, we involved with TV productions. We produce our own television production, our own content for a show, network called Music Vision Television, which streams 24 hours on YouTube, and occasionally we are dropping on Facebook just to remind people that it's on YouTube. So it's all new, and we produce several shows. We just produced a brand new show called My Journey with Paula G, which can be guest hosted by any podcaster who's in the area in the greater Baltimore. And we invite anyone in our network to be part of that. So we got Kimmy Kim coming soon and Chanel. So they're going to help us close the season out. So hopefully we have 12 episodes of My Journey. And also we produce a music video show, which we're really excited about. It's called MVP. That's right. Music video profiles, which is, MVP, but it's also a countdown. We decided to make it a countdown now. So, and we're going to be introducing a number of contests to allow, the artists to promote it out there to their networks. And so they can have their fans involved with the voting process. So Batman will be in here making all the votes, doing a power move.
I know that's right.
Yeah. So we get a chance to let their fan base be involved, and everybody can, because everybody got pretty strong, fan base out there. Work them fans, get them to work for you. Just don't wait for and not everybody's being nominated for these award shows these days. So just give them a chance to be part of something fantastic. And Sky is my daughter. She does a really great job, and the show is very popular right now. Yep, doing really, really well. We're working on our third episode. Well, we just produced our third episode, so the fourth episode is actually going to be the video countdown where the fans vote the videos in. So we introduced 10 videos out on the website, and the fans get an opportunity to vote for which ones they want to be in the top 5. So it's only 5 categories. Well, 5 slots, 5 winners. All right. And what else we producing on the television side? Oh, we have Dr. Trinell. That's right. Dr. Trinell late night radio show is actually a television show, which is remote. We bring it in remotely into our station, and she has online guests, which is going to be a fantastic show tomorrow night. So everybody want to tune in. And that's pretty much. Oh, we producing a show for ABC, affiliate here in on channel 2, yep, in Baltimore. That contract just came through. So my son and I are going to be working together. I think that's once a month. So we're going to be helping. We're actually trying to move into producing. We're not producing yet, but we're actually going to be part of the production team for that. But I'm hoping to move into the producing. That's what I hope. And wow, I mean, the television thing has a lot going on with. Of course, we accept our Christian gospel videos. The guys, they can just submit it to us, ladies and gentlemen. Just submit it to my inbox at Jerry Royce. And then we do films. That's the big thing. We got 2 films on the table. We got a couple trailers out on Living with Dirty Diana. It's about life living with diabetes. And we get a chance to talk to people who are living with it, who have lost family and friends. And the purpose of this film is the film is going to be dramatized too. So in other words, we want people to really feel what these people are going through. Myself, the people who's on the camera, the medical community. So we should be finishing up probably the end of May and get that thing out for the summer. Then we have another fantastic project called Who I Am. This is a docuseries where we're actually profiling African-American men. They are on film talking about their journey, their real journey through life and how they're making an impact on society because, of course, so much negativity out there about the brothers. So we have to raise our kings up. All right. And that's a spinoff from Next Man Up, the podcast. Yep. So a spinoff of that. So that's pretty much what we got going on out there, under the Positive Power label. And thank you for allowing me to share that. Amen.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, man, that's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So now as far as Next Man Up, who came up with the idea for Next Man Up?
Well, that was one of my brainchilds. But the thing was, I don't know if people know about this, like in football, whether it's collegiate or professional, when your star player goes down and they're looking over at the sideline for the next man up, he has to fill those shoes, those big shoes, because they don't want to miss a beat. And that's pretty much why we decided to come up with Next Man Up, because we figure like this program will help us develop dialogue and at the same time lift up some of the guys that are doing some fantastic things and help motivate and encourage others. Because a lot of times when you do things in your community, you're not always going to get a pat in the back. You're going to get some resistance. And I mean, you're going to have a nice little cheering squad, but more so you're going to have some haters, people who don't want that in the community because they like it the way it is, whatever. And even when it comes to just encouraging guys starting their own business, you have a lot of guys out there have their own business. There's nobody behind them saying, cheering them on, keep doing it. You can hang in there, or just, just giving them the accolades that they deserve. So that's what we do. We talk about issues in the community, and basically we're talking right now about communications and establishing rapport with the millennials, the youth. So we're talking about that right now. That's where we are now. Yep. So basically it was just a brainchild. I showed it to a friend. He said, "Oh man, you don't have to say no more. I know what that is." So when I introduced it to Dr. Kelly, who was perfect for the job, he's our moderator. He was excited about it. And basically it helps us also. It does two things. Not only does the audience have something to listen to find out what our men are doing positively, but also it gives us a chance to engage the brothers that we have done business with already. Because we've done a lot of business with a lot of people. We had a lot of people on our radio show. I think I interviewed over, I think I know it's over 1,000. It could be 2,000 since 2006, since I've been doing this. So it gives us a chance to reach back to the people we have built. And I still have strong friendships and ties with some of the guys that I met back in 2006. Because I took a little break, like 2-3 years, just to find out where we were going. And so it helps with that too. It helps keep the relationships going. You interview somebody, next time you hear from them is when they got a project. We can call up any one of these guys anytime. I can inbox them, say, "Hey man, do you want to do the show?" And we can have up to 6 guys on the show. The show is an hour and a half. So that's the most powerful part of it is the dialogue between men. And sharing and bonding. And then some of those guys are doing business together that shared the platform, which is, super awesome.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah. That's super right there. Yeah. And that was another purpose. That was the third purpose for that program. Yep. Establish relationships. All right.
Amen.
Next man up. Yeah.
Positive relationships between men.
Yes.
That's a good thing.
Yes. Absolutely. That's why God built this thing.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yep. So
I know that's right.
Yep. But also we have a spinoff.
So if someone,
I'm sorry.
Spinoff?
Yeah, it's a spinoff to Next Man Up. It's called the Christian Party Line with the ladies of radio. I had pinned the Positive Power ladies. Ladies of radio. Any females ever podcast with us, they part of the Ladies of Radio of Positive Power. And they have a late show come on at 12:15, and Shay Samuels hosts that show. And she has Patrice and Chanel from Relations Radio as the regulars, but they also have guests. Like ladies can come join in the topic. And they share topics. They have like a topic and they dialogue with they engage Facebook Live tremendously. So it's a lot of Facebook Live going on. So that's super duper awesome. So we love that.
Amen. So now when someone wants to take advantage of watching, the television programming that you were explaining earlier, where do they need to go?
Well, to make it easier for everybody, just go to positivepower21.org, positivepower21.org. And that kind of pretty much, put you in touch with our other social media platforms. Of course, I don't think I have Instagram plugged in there, but the main platform for us is Facebook. We have a lot of different business groups set up. So like all the programs that we work with, they actually have their own page. So if you want to sit down and binge on the programs, you can. But also you can go over to Spreaker Radio. If you Google Jerry Royce Live, you'll pretty much find all the radio platforms we're on, including iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spreaker Radio. And of course, our website carries the live shows. So you get a chance to hear a lot of the shows that are not live. Like only carry, I think, 5 live podcasts, but all the other podcasts that we carry to stream in through Relations Radio, Jay Williams Show, Johnny Ross, coming from a network. Those programs are actually streamed live in the morning, so you can catch those shows in the morning, or you can go out to their channel and listen to them. So if you go to Spreaker Radio and put their name in it, you can find them right here on our platform. So it's real easy. Positive Power.
Okay, that's excellent.
That's right. Amen.
Yeah, I did. I Googled you today when I was at work. I Googled you, and you're right. You came right up. I was like, oh, yeah.
It's a lot. A lot of stuff going to come up. Good stuff. That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So those are some of the bigger things we have. But one of the bigger things, I'm not sure if you've been following Pastor's Time International Bible Ministry on Tuesday nights at 9:15 right here on Positive Power. And it's on a live stream, and you can catch it on demand on iHeartRadio as well. But also we have a Bible college being developed. It's actually a accredited school, and it's associated with the Minnesota School of Theology out of Minnesota. So we're actually, I guess you can say we like their sister station, sister school or satellite school, I guess you could say, but it's online. And it's
okay.
All the classes are on demand. They're going to be in video and audio, and you can access the courses anytime you want. Just register, pick the class you want, and go ahead and study the good Bible. And it's all being taught and administered by our president and dean, Dr. Paul Kelly. And later on down the line, we're looking at bringing on some other faculty, some other members to teach. So that's we should be having a pre-launch, I believe, next week. Right during his show, we probably have a pre-launch so people get a chance to see where the website is located at, and see get a chance to hear his message. And we hope to have his television shows loaded too. He has some television shows he had produced a couple of years ago, so we hope to have those on air. And you can listen to some of his 33 podcasts since he's been with Positive Power. So you have a page for that too.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah. We're excited about that. That's super exciting. We didn't expect for that to happen that way. We knew it was going to be a Bible school, but we didn't know it was going to be accredited with. So in other words, once individuals finish taking class with us, they will accumulate credits. They can actually register, and we will refer them to the bachelor's program, or I think also the master's program is part of it also. So that if they're interested in getting a degree in theology, it can happen right through PTI. Yeah, right through our school.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's
so
awesome.
Look for those web commercials. We're going to have some web commercials being produced pretty soon. So you'll be seeing those out there and some other things. Yeah, we're really super excited about that. Awesome. God is good.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yes, he is all the time.
Amen. So that's one of the things. I'm sorry. I was going to just say that's like just one of the things that's added to our portfolio. Filmmaking, radio, television, and education. Yeah. That's
awesome.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Amen. All right. So
yeah. So I was about to ask you about the online contest that you have for movies.
Ooh, you talking about like what we have out there now? Okay. Well, we just actually we're working on a trailer for Who I Am, because actually I never had done any trailers for Who I Am till now, and I'm glad you asked me that because something big is coming out of that too. Who I Am is basically a documentary, like I said, is lifting our kings up, putting our guys in a good place so people can see who we really are. Who I am. We're not just thugs and criminals, the way the world has made us out to be. We're gentle creatures, very talented, gifted, smart, intelligent. We could do almost anything. You give us an opportunity. You hear that? Yeah. Give us an opportunity. No matter what age or height or shape or size we are, we can do it. We could get the job done. All right. Now, Who I Am is very active right now. We actually just launched a online music contest. So we're actually looking for music soundtracks for the documentary, because the first one came out was actually 3 individuals that were profiled in the movie, but I think I'm just going to start doing one guy at a time, so the movie don't be too long, and then people can get right into it. And the stream's on pay-per-view, so we do ask for a couple $, for you to rent it, and then we'll make it available if you want to own it. But I think it's exciting because we're going to involve the gospel and Christian music industry in this. So in other words, we have online contests, and their fans can vote them in. The fans can vote them in. So they give us a chance to have, hit one bird with 2 stones. We'll hit one bird with 2 stones. No, 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah, that's it. In other words, we get a chance to be able to market the movie, the name, because it's going to be a brand itself. Who I Am as a brand, because it's part of Next Man Up. And then a chance the artists get an opportunity to have their music scored in the movie. That is so fantastic. So far, we have Terrence Farrell. He's opened up the first movie, and what's so fantastic about Who I Am, we have a beautiful waterfront opening of the movie in the drone. It's a drone aerial footage. And it's one of the best times of the city, because every year around this time in the spring, Baltimore lights up downtown, called the City of Lights. And this guy, he had permission to fly his drone and provided overhead footage, aerial footage, and it's beautiful. So it opens with that, the beautiful Baltimore in the harbor. So we're gonna so that's going to open all our movies, but it's going to have music, different music each feature film. So we think that's cool for these artists, to get a chance to. I mean, that's like big to me. I wish I was a songwriter, and somebody said my movie, get a chance to be scored in a movie, especially since everybody's so independent. Joyce, think about it. You got independent artists, you got independent filmmakers. Why not bring it together? I mean, mainstream's been doing it for years. I mean, they actually put soundtracks together, and sometimes you don't even hear those songs in the movie. They just be on the soundtrack. So that is something that we're looking at doing probably later on too. So even though maybe all the songs may not be played in the movie, because it's more of one of those movies where that individual subject is basically talking about their life. But it could be sometimes we could play the music with the instrumental, would be nice. So we could do that. And that gave me a good idea too. And also we have so many television shows too. So whoever don't win the contest to be in the movie, we'd be able to feature them in our episodes, because My Journey with Paula G and MVP Profiles, all of those shows are looking for music, whether it's instrumentals or with them singing on the track. So we got a lot out there for the artists to be involved in. We really do. So we're really excited about that. And they seem to be excited too, because the contest just launched today. And man, I've been inboxed all day with people asking questions, how to vote. Because I didn't really get a chance to look at it. I saw it on my phone. I just sent it because my manager sent it to me. And I wasn't sure if everything was on there that they need to know about, because of the other programs we have. So they can be part of all of that. So if they don't win the chance to be in the movie, because it's going to be 2 movies. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Sean Ray Price. She's actually Kelly Price's sister. I'm not sure if she's the older sister or younger sister of Kelly Price. But her and her husband, Dupree Owens, wrote a soundtrack for Living with Dirty Diana. So it's on the second trailer. But that's actually the second movie trailer is actually the opening for the movie. So if you guys get a chance to check that out, just go to YouTube and search for Jerry Royce Live. I know you're probably going to see a whole bunch of stuff. So you're probably better off just putting Living with Dirty Diana by Jerry Royce Live. Of course, you might see some Michael Jackson stuff come up, but you should see Living with Dirty Diana, Life with Diabetes. So look for that. And it's a beautiful soundtrack that's written by her called Dirty. So check it out, y'all. It's something special. Yeah, busy on the hill. That's right. We be busy here at Wayne Manor's studio, kicking it out.
That's what you call it, Wayne Manor. Aw.
Yeah, I'm the Batman. You got to name my studio. I mean, I got little sections called 20 room to champagne. Because I got little studios here where we do the shows at. We actually got a green room. We got a blackout room. And we got the champagne room. And then Skylar, she has her own little area where we shoot her TV show. So, yeah, we trying to, I always wanted to do television since I was young. And I used to visit television stations all the time during my time in college. We actually worked in a cable production, when I was when I was working on my first degree, but it was a longer process working with tape, and editing, and the machines were bigger and everything. So that was like my first experience working in television, was with a cable network. It was like a little place where they produced the cable stuff and then they sent it to the big place. It was on campus, so it was like for the students to learn production. Mm-hmm. Big cameras.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then I did a couple movies. They came to Baltimore, so I got a chance to see how those guys work on the set. Set up. And I was in a dance show too. Okay. Where I really learned a lot was being on a dance show, because we was actually on the set, waiting hours while the guys was setting up lighting and sound and stuff, because that was real crucial. Lighting was real big, because you had to light up the whole place, because any given second the camera could be showing on the dancer from the left to the right, and they had to make the floor look crowded, and so that was very challenging for those technicians. So got a chance to watch those guys, week after week. When we used to do like 3-4 shows on Saturdays, and then we'd come back like a month later, 2 months later, do another show. That was cool. And I was part of a prototype music video show for Oldies But Goodies in DC, but I only got a chance. I think we did like 2 tapings. I don't think it got picked up. It was thinking way outside the box at that time. Yeah, that was in the 90s, early 90s. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's what we do here at the Double XI.
So have you ever thought about like going to taking some of your projects to Netflix?
Well, I was listening to some guys on YouTube how that process worked, and I think the process is changing too, because what happened was Netflix, they were using YouTube to try to recruit material, but the deal is YouTube. Netflix has so much money, so much capital. They were able to hire some of these really, really good producers that was on these other networks doing some of these smaller shows, these smaller productions. So they actually hired them to do their original movies. So I don't know. I think it may be a little challenging now for an unknown producer to come along, unless they got something that's really outside the box, which I do have some stuff. I do. I got some stuff that'll be great for Netflix. I think they will probably be like, oh my God, where this guy come from? And I'm not trying to toot my own, but I've been into crime dramas and westerns and comic books for so long that when you put that stuff together, you definitely gonna come up with something fantastic. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing out there like it, some of the stuff I got. Yeah, I would love it if it would happen. We looking at helping a young lady in the Baltimore area with a stage play production. We haven't had a meeting yet, but we had talked about putting a small production together. And that was before I had my television network. So I didn't really have no idea where we want to stream this stuff, because everybody wants, pretty big money. They asking some of these content creators for like $200 to $399 per month to stream their content. Yeah. And I mean, it's cool if you have like 6 to 12 episodes and you just say, hey, give them, let's go ahead and run through the month. At least for 4 weeks, you got a couple different episodes, but I don't even think a lot of those guys even, have it like that yet, because they're not sure what's going to happen to it. But, things are changing. I think people are starting to figure out this internet, because you do have several platforms out there, but the problem is the end users don't understand how to use it, like Roku and Chrome and Fire Stick, Yep. Amazon is probably one of the most organized when it comes to independent films, because they actually have a category for independent films, which is getting pretty big. And I think Netflix do too. both of them have categories for independent film. So I think once you get, past the board, the review board, then that's a good thing right there. If it's a good product, but it has to be good.
Amen. That's right.
Amen goes right there.
So what's the deadline for anyone or any music artist that wants to submit their music to be scored in the film?
That's a good idea. Well, the contest just started today, so I'm not sure when the deadline is, because I didn't even know it was up until I asked her, because we were supposed to have a meeting, and I think we got pushed back. And then next thing I know, she said, "Oh, you didn't get the link?" And I was like, "No." There it was. I went to it. It was up and running. So I sent it out, and it was already some people on there. Some people had like a lot of votes. I was like, "Wow, they voting already?" So I said, "Sure, let me send this out to my network, to the people we've done business with." And people have been inboxing me all day, trying to, because, one thing, think about it too, is really, really new. I don't think anybody's doing it right now. I mean, maybe in the other persuasion world, but in our world, I really haven't seen anybody do anything like this, especially like how many production companies you have out there right now that's producing films, TV, and doing radio at the same time. And we're going to be looking at stage plays. So it's a great time to be an independent artist if you're good, and you don't have to just sit back and beg for people to buy your movie. So go ahead and produce some good music and have it on Positive Power Network, right? Produce some good videos, Awesome. And I noticed the videos are starting to get better now. They like really creative, especially the Christian hip hoppers. Man, them dudes are really creative. So, start putting some bling in y'all videos, y'all. Like, cause that's what them boys doing. They ain't playing. So we just got some great stuff been coming in lately. So I encourage them. If you got good music, get with a production team and get that video done. And so people can see. Visual presentations are great when it comes to trying to build revenue. Because now the people get a chance to see you and get to know who you are, and you build your fan base. And next thing you know, when you come to their town, they're buying tickets. That's the main thing. They know who you are, so they come out and see you. They want to meet you. Amen.
That's right.
That's right. So I'll find that out. So I'll find that out when the deadline is. But they can go right out to the website. To the page. I'll have the link on our website too, so they can go to Positive Power and find our Facebook page, which is Jerry Royce Live on Facebook. Okay.
Right. That's right.
Amen.
Awesome.
Amen.
Well, that was a whole wealth of information. I hope everybody was taking notes. If not, remember, you can listen to the rebroadcast on positivepower21.org.
That's right. Going out to the website. You see everything. You see the trailers, the movie. You can access the movies. You can listen to some good music, listen to some radio. And, one thing I want to tell everybody, too, I said, you're looking for some really good podcasts, some good talk radio. Man, these podcasters, man, they go deep when it comes into religion. But we're not just doing religion anymore. It's like we're all Christians, but we have other subjects that we could talk about. Just like right now, we got Pamela Zion on Mondays at 9:00 Eastern Standard Time, and I think it's 6 Pacific Standard Time, because she out of California. She got a show called Let's Talk About Sex. It's a 3-week program. She has this minister, and they're talking about men and women, relationships, and the different parts in the Bible that's dealing with fornication and homosexuality and all that stuff. So they're covering everything. So they're in the 2nd week now, and they got one more week to talk about it. So those kind of things you can find there. We got Pep Talk with Reed. A lot of evangelism going on, a lot of encouragement, and she bringing people with great testimonies. And then Tuesday we got Pastor Kelly bringing live Bible study. Man, fantastic programming. All the way up to Friday, we got, of course, on Thursday we got Dr. T at 8. She's going to have a roundtable discussion with Christian rappers talking about how their music influenced the youth. That's going to be big. And I think she's looking to do some things like that. She putting a different spin on her show. Her show is actually a television show / radio show. So you can actually see her guests in their remote locations. And then at the same time, Friday night, you got more podcasts starting with 11:30 with me and Paula G late night, and then 12:15 got Christian Party Line. Then Saturday, Next Man Up, and Pastor Jack's at 9. They talk about politics and religion. So we got an array of a whole lot of different type of radio. Of course, Relations Radio got a whole bunch of ministers talking, apostles, bishops. You got prayer service. You got everything. Women issues, all that coming out of Relations, and we stream now. Yep. So we're pretty excited about where the platform is right now. Yes, we are. God is good.
Amen.
Amen. So,
yes, he is.
Yeah, so we could be one of the largest platforms on the internet when it comes to this scope of multimedia. I think we are probably the largest. That's what my manager told me. She said we are the largest. Of course, you're talking about going up against NBC, ABC, and then you got CNN and all of them streaming online, but they don't offer this array of different media like we do. Okay, they may be like under investors, Yeah, but this is for us, our people. They were telling me we don't have nothing.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's no excuse, people.
That's right, y'all. We got to work on it so we can get our own car company. We got to get our own car company, y'all.
Oh, now? Okay.
Not me, but I'm talking about our people. We got our own car company.
Oh, okay. He's like, not me. I'm not doing that.
Do they reproduce? Do they reproduce cars? Like, is any African country reproduce? Have car productions? Because I know there's an African American male that owns a company that makes the interior for the larger manufacturers, but I don't know anybody that actually have their name branded on a car. Like Japanese cars, Korean cars. Is any African nations doing something like that? Probably not.
Not yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it could be now that we can put it out there.
That's right. Put it out there, y'all.
Somebody will step up.
I know Snoop Dogg was almost close to doing. I think Snoop was trying to put his signature on a Cadillac or something like that back in the day, right? I think that's all we were doing. I think we were just having signature vehicle. You know how to get Eddie Bauer had the Ford Explorer special signature versions. Yeah, maybe I can get me a car and it'd be the Joyce Live signature version. I don't know.
Hey, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, that's right. Go to 21. Yep. So that's us in a nutshell. Yeah. I don't know how much time we have left, but I think we pretty much covered, everything that I'm supposed to talk about. Because my manager going to get me if I go outside the box. So we cool on time.
I think we did cover everything.
Yeah.
We're great. We're doing good on time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we definitely miss having you on Thursday because I had to stream things back a little bit so we had more time here and to do these television productions because they after we shoot them we gotta edit them. Somebody got to do it. Yeah, most of the time it's me. So we had to scale back a little bit. So a lot of people probably say, well, what happened to Jerry Monday through Thursday? Yeah, you only catch me on Fridays and Saturday morning now. Yep, the weekdays, basically we're just engineering other shows. And plus there's so much talent out there right now, and I think it's a great platform for anybody who loves radio and loves people and loves the Lord. This is a great, because everybody's like family when, we're looking forward to some of these award shows so we can all get together, break bread and laugh and smile and hug and all that stuff. So I really like what God has done to this platform. And I'm quite sure there's going to be some people who are going to try to, mirror what we're doing. But I think it's very magical what's happening here. Because, this is not my first time being a manager. I managed a newspaper with my family, and we had the same type feeling with our employees and the people we was doing business with online. And also, I was actually working, I had a couple of jobs where I was actually managing people. And I always believe it. When people are come to work every day, I think they should enjoy what they're doing, include enjoying working for their manager. That's the big motivator to me. If you like working for your manager, that's almost like showing off for your parents. You're playing sports. You hit that home run for your dad. You shot that basket for your mom. Or you stole that ball and we got that touchdown for your grandma. That's what you want to do. You want to make your boss proud of you. You won't be fighting with them every day.
Definitely.
You can't get nothing done. It's not positive energy. So I think that's why everything is so great. Because they call me sometime, some of the station owners and podcasts, they call when they got concerns, or questions or inquisitive about something that they don't understand, And I think that's part of being a great manager, is being there for them. And they're not afraid to call you and reach out to you when they got concerns or just want to say hello. I think it's cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. Servant management.
Yeah. To me, it makes a better work environment when all your coworkers get along and you've got good management that's there for you and not there, dictating and saying, "Hey, do."
Yeah,
and you're like,
right.
"What?"
That's right. Because it's one big world, but it's kind of small in a way. Because everybody's connected. You're connected. Why not just be connected? What envy, jealousy. I don't think that's going to be your gateway to heaven. So think about that when you out there envy what another man or woman has. You can get the same thing if that's what you want. Just work hard for it. True. And I'm sure you'll be blessed. That's the key. So,
That's right.
That's right. Be holy.
Amen.
Be holy.
I know that's right.
That's right. Be holy, people.
Because God is always watching.
That's right. He's taking notes. It was like, whoop, I guess they blew their blessing. They weren't ready yet. They weren't ready for their family.
Yep, exactly.
They weren't ready.
That's what happens.
It could be small things like you want to have a child, say, well, how you going to do that if you can't even take care of the people you're managing or your community? You can't even handle these little small tasks. Just like people want to be rich, but they can't even handle the salary that they're making right now. You ain't going to do them, but do the same thing.
True.
Yeah. You're not ready. So when you're ready.
That's it.
That's right. Only God knows. So we was ready for this, though.
Amen.
I tell people all the time, I remember when I was a CB'er. I don't know if you guys remember Citizen Band Radio and ham radio, amateur radio.
I do.
Yep, them clubs. They had the van clubs, the guys riding around in their Jeeps and, walkie-talkies. I enjoyed that stuff like back then. I didn't see this coming. But I did ask my dad to send me to radio school, and he asked me where was it. I said, it's in D.C.
Really?
He said, no, you got to go to school here. And they didn't really have anything like that here in Baltimore. Mostly everything was like more like centered around electronics. They had a lot of electronic schools that was coming around at the time. So I ended up just enrolling in college, and I said, well, I'll just study art and electronics just to understand. Well, I was already doing that kind of stuff because I built a radio. When I was in the science fair, and I won at the high school. Then I went to Johns Hopkins for the state fair, and I think I came in runner up or something like that. Some kid that had planted some plants in the dark beat me. He's probably a farmer right now. Yeah. Some kind of magical dirt. Some kind of dirt that he had that can grow flowers in the dark. Didn't need no sun. He beat me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So they gave him a full scholarship.
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, they gave him a full scholarship to Johns Hopkins and gave the brother partial, which means we couldn't go. My parents couldn't afford the rest of it. Yep.
Aw.
Yeah, back then, they wouldn't even, you wasn't allowed to even put your wife on your mortgage. How you gonna get a student loan for your kid?
Oh, wow.
They made it hard for the brothers back then.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, back then.
Yeah, they made it hard. I mean, 'cause the brother probably needed his wife's salary so he can qualify for a house.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He always had the bottom of the borough jobs.
That ain't right.
Yeah, how you gonna get a house if you still sweeping floors and your boss got an office?
Exactly.
He gonna get the house, not you.
Exactly.
Yeah. But we all past that now, and that's why I want people to come out and check out Next Man Out. We have various independent artists that come on and talk about their life, where they started in gangs and saw time, and they were peddling drugs and stuff like that. Now these guys are law-abiding citizens. They own their own businesses. They have their own ministries, and all they talk about now is just taking care of the streets. teaching people about God. So that's one of the things that's going to be so great about PTI, Pastor Time International Bible School. People get an opportunity to, at their own leisure, study and listen to and, learn the Word of God through Dr. Paul Kelly. And it's a very fun and innovative study. And I think people really going to enjoy the way he teaches, because he brings it down. He ain't trying to talk over top of nobody. And it's for leaders as well as people that's new to the Word. People who walked in that church hoping to come out different. You will come out different when you finish with this program. I guarantee you. Amen.
Amen. Awesome.
That's right.
Wow.
Past this time. That's right. Past this time. So let's check out our radio show. Like I said, check us out Tuesday. We should be talking about the pre-launch. We just got little things we got to tweak so people can understand what we're doing. We're going to have a survey out there to find out where you are with your walk with God, your walk with Jesus. So, listen out. So come on out to the radio station on positivepower21.org. You can get the link so you can join us at 9:15 every Tuesday for Pastors Time International Bible Ministry. Amen. And thank you, Joyce, so much for having me on here. Appreciate it. I know you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I know you said 35 minutes. I know we got to be past 35 minutes. Because
that's cool, but we good.
All right. Are you going to just edit? You going to just chop my show up?
About 12 minutes left before the show.
Oh, okay. Oh, you about to air it? You going to air it live soon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. All right. Anything else you got to ask me for? I think I covered everything with Positive Power. That I'm allowed to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do got some really exciting things that we got in place for the artists. It's remarkable the vision that God has given us. And me and Dr. Kelly was just talking today. He said, "Man, we was actually talking about the future. Sometimes I hate to go too far because we already got enough on our plate right now. But I'm just so excited where I think He's taking us. So so him and I we'll go down that road occasionally." But then we come back to life. So, well, let's get this, what we have right now, what we just birthed.
Jesus was jousting with the Pharisees.
What was that?
Jesus made it
you know what it
clear to
was?
them that when you start talking about me,
One of my movies.
Something that
you hear that?
Abraham.
Yeah.
Because
one of my movies
Abraham
must have just released itself.
He said, "My name
I gotta see what channel it's on.
Oh, really?
In other
No,
words,
what happened was I was
book to look at all
working
the
on
good
it.
things that a person can possibly be mighty and triumphant and awesome and holy. He says that's
well, that's the movie. That's
The
when.
preview.
Yeah, that's the soundtrack.
when trying to
That's the
describe
soundtrack right
himself, he
there.
just said, "I am."
Let me see where it is. Oh, I think I see where it is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see it.
Start your roll of name.
I don't know how that happened. But I was working on this. That's part of the trail I was working on. So that's actually by a guy named Duckett. He.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I was looking for that piece. Yeah.
I'm a man.
Oops. Let me cut that off. Yeah, so that's what we're working on now in the trailer, so people can see, what they're competing for. And the next, we have an artist that's going to be featured in the next, Who I Am documentary, and his name is Dwayne Gott. He's actually Hezekiah Walker's bass player. He travels with him, when they perform.
Uh-oh.
And so we're excited to have him. He's up in New York, I think from Brooklyn. Live a very exciting life, and I think it'll be very encouraging for people, especially our young people trying to get into the music industry. And also, I think it's great, you got parents who are like trying to figure out what to do with their kids. Sometimes, these can give you great ideas, steer them into music. If the kids show some sign of, music intelligence, why not? Hire, get them a private teacher, start them on the keyboard, the drums, piano, and see where it takes them. You gotta engage these kids.
No, that's right.
Yeah, so that's what we talk about on Next Man Up. So that's what's so big about that movie. So I hope everybody support it, check it out, and like I said, when you support your own, y'all, you'd be surprised how they create other opportunities, because it takes revenue and capital to grow your ideas into something where you can start hiring people and have them use their special gifts to make the company, brilliant and great. Yeah. And that's how I feel about our radio station. We got so much great talent. It's just remarkable, the talent that we have, and it's going to be getting better and better as it grow, God always leading us to special people all the time. All right.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Well, I just want to thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
coming on the show and telling us all about Positive Power 21
Amen.
Christian Media.
Amen. God is good. Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for
All
having
right.
us. And we want to thank Mr. Clark Garrison for, leaving Positive Power, be part of what you guys doing. I know I've been on your show, been on Paula's show about 2-3 times, and it's always fun time to, to share information to your listeners so they know, the black people doing stuff. We try.
Right.
We don't just play sports. We do other things too. That's right.
Right.
Engineer. That's right, y'all. Yeah. Hopefully this wakes up other people creative juice. I know a best friend of mine just called me yesterday. He was a retired major in the police force, and he relocated to Las Vegas to teach criminal justice. And I think he's ready to retire from that. But he, I guess he's looking for something funny. He always had that broadcast voice, because he was one of my friends that was on the CB radio. We'd be up all night talking. And that was good to hear that he was, we was able to motivate him to want to do something like that, encouraging people to. And I got another buddy who'd probably be really, really good too. And he was also a member of our club. He's a real good political guy. He likes politics. I was trying to get him to join Positive Power, but we just couldn't get that to happen. I don't know where the resistance was from, but I was hoping, he would join us. He's very deep when it comes to politics, but and controversy at the same time. He like to raise, get people thinking, outside the box.
Right.
Yeah. But we couldn't get that to happen. But it's cool because we got Pastor Jacks, them guys, they throw down pretty well on Saturday mornings at 9:00. All right, well, that's all I got, Joyce. That's all I'm going to talk about. I don't want to get slapped on the wrist by my boss, my manager.
No, that's right. I don't want that to happen.
That's right. She said, you only can talk about the stuff that's out there. Don't give him nothing else. So that's it. That's all we got. So, all right, y'all. So thank you so much for having us. All right. Enjoy Voice Live Worldwide, Positive Power, Double XI Christian Media. That's right. Feel the power.
That's nice.
That's right. Feel the power.
I know that's right. Did you feel the power? I felt the power.
I felt the power. Yeah. Can I give him a robot?
I love it.
Think a robot.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live.
Yeah, go ahead with
Worldwide
robot.
Podcast.
There you go. All right.
All right.
All right, people.
So I'll be seeing you on I'll be seeing you on Facebook and Next Man Up and Facebook Live feed.
All right, cool. I'm trying to get it to work. I don't know what's wrong tonight. Somebody must have blocked me. But we running
Oh no.
Yeah, I hope not. I got to work on that. I don't know what was going on, why I wouldn't catch today. I got to find out if I'm in violation or something. Something that happened when we run new videos. Sometimes those guys got licensing out there and they don't tell nobody that we need to have a disclaimer. And sometimes I forget to put it out there.
Oh.
So I got to check and see what's going on. All right, Joyce, we appreciate you. Thank you so much, you and Clark Garrison, for having us. And thank your engineer for engineering the show. We appreciate everybody that's involved in Survival Radio Network. All right?
Yeah. All right.
All right, everybody. I'm out. Take care. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
I know that's right.
Amen.
Okay, you have a good night, too.
You too. Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Amen.